Hello and welcome to the next episode of my VRChat World Showcase series. Today we'll look at 10 worlds again that I find interesting. Maybe you'll find them interesting too. Just a quick information for how I want to upload videos. I plan to upload a video every Friday now, just one video a week, and every second week I want to do one of these showcase videos. The other week will be some random video, a tutorial or something else. That being said, let's get right started. This world is called Dresser's Workroom by Moffco. You start in a pretty nice, small workroom environment. Looks kinda nice, but the actual interesting part about this world is the mirror room, which is right here, where you can mess around with a lot of post-processing profiles. Because when you come in here, you have this room, you should stand in the middle, and then you have a lot of different post-processing settings and backgrounds that you can switch between and see how your avatar looks in different profile settings. And you can also rotate your avatar here. So if you stand in the middle, you can mess things around here, zoom in, zoom out, move everything up and down. And you can also, if you don't like the camera, sometimes the post-processing effects don't look ideal there, you can also spawn a mirror, which will be over there. You don't see it right now, but it's on that wall. And you can also make a hand camera, which is now here. Now I can move that around and have more specific angles on there. It's a pretty cool world. You can mess around with post-processing. Nice. Next we have the world DrivingCity at Night by amesake. It is a really big world, 300 megabytes, and you can drive around with a couple of different cars and you can explore a lot. So for starters, you can choose one of the cars. There's also another one over there. Personally, I like the van a lot. You can have a lot of people sit in there. One person is the driver. Driving system is nothing too crazy. You just hold the steering wheel, press trigger for accelerate, other trigger for braking, and you can steer. Nothing crazy, but it works pretty well. And the cool thing is that you can probably drive around in the entire world for 30 minutes or something, and you will still get to new places. Essentially, you can go on a road trip with the homies at night, just driving around, listening to music. You have a video player on each car. If somebody should accidentally leave or late join, you can also toggle the remote seating system and join onto the car while it is driving somewhere on the map. That is pretty cool. Overall, it's nice. I've been here with people and just driving around. It's fun. Next we get to the world Dyson Sphere House by xCirrex. Also really good world creator. It is essentially just a small hangout area, which looks really good. You start in the house, then you can click on this image, and then you get to this area where we're currently at, and it just looks really good. Look at it. You have frames, you have nice atmosphere, music. You have a mirror right there, a big wall, so if you're a mirror person you can look into the mirror and see this beautiful thing. Also, I can recommend you to actually look at all those planets flying around, because sometimes there's like hidden memes. For example, there's Shrek on one of the planets that's just spinning around. Next world is very bright. I'm sorry if your eyes hurt, mine hurt too. It's called Eccentric Mirrors by Suzuki Eye, and it has a lot of interesting mirrors. All of these planes, whatever you can see there, are different types of mirrors with interesting effects, and it's very interesting to look at them. For example, a mirror where the colors are inverted, or one with an outline, black-white effect like this. If you want to hurt your eyes even more, you can also have a screen effect, RGB. This is one of my personal favorite ones, where you have a shattered mirror, and it actually kinda acts as if it was like shattered. It's very fun. This one is also really fun. Depending on how close you get, the more red it gets. It's very fun to mess around with this. This one is also fun. You have like a 3D projection of yourself, but you can see the UV map. You can high-five yourself. But yeah, it's interesting. There's a lot of different things. I can recommend you to check it out. Okay, while we're at it, let's stay with fancy shader stuff. Next world also by Suzuki Eye called Eccentric Rooms, We have a little funky camera perspective here because it is not easy to showcase these things. They do a lot of things with your visuals, which are not able to capture with a camera. In this world, you have 10 different rooms that all do something fancy. It's very fun to explore with friends. It's like mind-blowing. The first room, for example, we are here. If you go in that door, you might come out somewhere over there, and then you're on the ceiling or on the wall, and then you can go into another door, and then you get on another wall. And if you have a friend who's standing here, you can just see them walking on the wall. It is very funny. And yeah, I just walked through the world and realized that none of the cool effects here are really good capturable with the camera, even with the internal view. So I can't really show you much more, but I can really recommend you to go and check it out. It is fancy stuff with shaders. Next we have the world called Endless by Mochie. Everything you see here is the world. You spawn on a elevated piece of road in the middle of an endless desert. And it looks pretty good. You have some music. The only sad thing is the music only plays once and then it's kind of quiet. Then maybe you want to put on your own music. And yeah, it looks good. Can take some cool pictures here. And if you want to try and run into the endless desert, you are free to do so. I think me and my friends have been walking in one direction for 10 minutes or something. And it seems to be pretty endless. So yeah, it's cool. Okay, next we have the world called Enigma Escape Game by Jar, which is a game world that I find pretty fun. Played it a couple of times with people. Trying to give you a quick rundown of what you have to do here. So, you have these cubes. They're lying over there, and you can click them, and then you roll them. And they will get something out of it. Right now we have a flame. Or, we can get... This is a universal one. This you want all the time, ultimately. Or they can also die, for example. Then you can also roll a healing dice. If you smash them together, boom, both will re-roll and you can use them again. Also, eye is another symbol that you can use. Essentially, you grab cubes and you run around and you have some traps. You gotta walk around. For example, we just ran over a trap. We were lucky we didn't get hit. And on the door, what? You can see there's a... Oh no, what am I doing? Okay, on the door, for example, you can see we need an eye. We have an eye. I can put this in here. And then the door will open and we can go through. And it will re-roll. Then you will find crystals like that. You can click those. And that gives you one free key. When you hear the gong you just heard, that means you need to run back to the room that you originally came from because you have 30 seconds. And if you are not in the room within those 30 seconds, you die. There's 3 rounds, and in 3 rounds you need to get through the maze as far as possible and find the final door. Finally, okay. I finally found the end after running through this, like 15 minutes now or something. The goal is to find this door, and you would theoretically have to bring 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 of these key cubes here. Unless you find these green crystals, because then you get a free key. And yeah, you just need to navigate through the entire thing. Need to keep track of traps and time and try to get all the cubes over here, and then you win the game. You only have 3 rounds time, but it's a lot of fun, especially if you have multiple friends. And now I died. Okay, next world is called Escher, also by Suzuki Eye. This person makes really interesting shader things. And also, as the other ones, this will be harder to show on camera. Yeah, that's really cool and I really want you to go there. So, we are in this world and you can change gravity. You see those black things, those black arrows? If you click them, your gravity will change. You cannot properly see that on the camera, but if you're here with other people, it works really well. So, I'll try to show it as good as I can with the locked camera. For example, if I go here and press this thing, my gravity shifted. Now this is facing down. Wah! Now this is the gravity I'm using. Here right now I'd be stuck in the hole, but I can press this and suddenly gravity is the other way around and then I'm flying up or down. There also is a white arrow that you can find that you can grab and you can rotate it yourself and you can turn to any specific direction you want. Actually, let me just find it, hold on. I found it, so you can grab this one, and with this you can turn gravity to whatever direction you want. This is kind of what you could do with this. I hope you don't get dizzy, but that's what you can do with this white arrow. Okay, next we have another game world called Escort: by AltCentauri, and it is a game where you need to escort a payload, which will spawn over there. You have a lot of different guns that you can purchase. At the start, I think you only have one. And then you have enemies trying to attack your payload, and you need to shoot them down, pew pew, and try to keep it healthy. You also get to some stops in between. You have a couple of different settings. You can play it with up to 10 people, I believe. And you can buy different upgrades for your payload, more HP, heal it up, give yourself better guns. And overall it's a really well made escort game, which also looks really good. Okay, and for the final world of today we will look at Ian's Cave, or Inner's Cave, by Legend. And it is a very, very, very pretty cave. There's not really much you can say about it. This is everything there is. I don't think there's any hidden secrets, or at least I didn't find any. But I can just say that the atmosphere is amazing, the music is good, and it just looks really, really beautiful. Go check it out. Okay, that shall be it for this episode. It's kind of sad that some of the really cool shader things are not really possible to showcase properly in the video. I hope maybe you can hear out of my own voice the enthusiasm about these worlds, because if you go there with a couple of friends, it's actually really, really fun. That being said, as always, if you liked the video, please leave a like, leave a comment, leave feedback, anything you would maybe do different, anything you have ideas for, maybe also a really cool world that you definitely want me to cover. I would appreciate all of that. Also, I have links down in the description to the playlist of all the other episodes, and I also have the link to my GitHub page where I uploaded a project where I collected all my worlds that I have saved, nicely categorized with tags. And yeah. Next week I will probably upload another tutorial. Don't know which one yet, maybe one how to make a toggle or a grabbable sword, a grabbable prop or something like that. I don't know yet, we'll see, we'll find out. I'll try to upload every Friday at 2 PM Central European Time. One video a week, every second video should be a world showcase. And yeah. Also, one crazy story actually. Recently I was in VRChat and somebody asked me that I've never seen before if I was a YouTuber, and that really caught me off guard because I don't really see myself as a YouTuber yet. I just do like fun videos that I enjoy, and I never expected some random VRChat person to recognize me from my videos. But yeah, I really am glad that people are enjoying the content apparently. I do plan on making those videos for a while at least. I do have fun. I hope you enjoy them. But for now, I wish you all a great day. See you all next time, and bye bye!